Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm town and Spain in general. And today we are surprisingly in Denia, halfway from Alicante towards Valencia, to let you know the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm town. First of all, we'll be talking about the situation here in Spain and in Benidorm, what's going to be happening with bars, restaurants, which kind of events are waiting for us shortly here. Then about the two biggest beach areas in Benidorm town, Levante and Poniente Beach, and which kind of changes are happening shortly on these beach areas. And the last news will be about the green light that the first ever solar building have received. This is a totally unique project that is happening in Benidorm, which will be the first ever in Spain that will combine wind power and solar panels. And we'll finish as usual with the weather forecast and get a short walk down the port of Denia. But let's start from the very beginning, shall we? The situation in Spain right now is quite quiet, I must say. There's not a lot of people coming to our region, in a sense, if you compare it with spring, summer season. Still quite a few tourists are arriving, especially on weekend. On weekend, it's the busiest day and days of it all. From Monday till Thursday, it's quite quiet in here, so you can only see people departing, but not many of them are arriving. Tomorrow we have the biggest event in Benidorm, which is the carnival. They start from South Spain and go upwards basically, because in Torrevieja they've had already their carnival. In a lot of different areas, southern, they did have already this massive celebration, but here in the region they still didn't have it, and it's going to be happening tomorrow. Tomorrow in the morning from 10:30 you're able to see children's carnival, and in the evening starting from 8:30 more or less there's going to be adults carnival in here. Amazing event, we totally love it. We always go and watch it. Sometimes they throw some sweets, sometimes it's just confetti, but in general the amount of music, the amount of new costumes, all this festive vibe is something that we need to cope with winter before the new summer season will start. So if you will be here this weekend, make sure you visit Benidorm's Carnival 2023. Afterwards, what is waiting for us? Basically, weeks without any kind of celebration. In March we will have, I think there's going to be St. Patrick's Day right in March as well. There's going to be some more festivities, but next couple of weeks will be quite quiet. It doesn't mean there's not going to be many people here, because starting from now on, the more we approach towards the Easter week, the more we approach towards the end of March, April months, the busier it will start getting here in Benidorm, Costa Blanca, and in general in all Spain as it is. The second news that I wanted to share with you all comes from the loveliest beach areas. Two biggest, most well-known beaches, which are Levante and Poniente Beach in Benidorm town, will be totally immersed into different building works and a lot of useful, I must say, changes in Benidorm town. First of all, there's going to be two massive changes, and the third one that hopefully will be over by the beginning of a new summer season, for when way more people will be arriving, and when we won't need any kind of building works and all the noise, you know, all the machines and cut streets, like closed down streets for traffic. It's just not a good image for a touristic town as Benidorm actually is. I'm going to be letting you know which kind of massive changes are expecting us on this beach areas. First of all, you know that they're changing already the light system on the Levante Beach. I'm going to leave you the pictures right here on the screen. And they're changing the lights for a new system, taking out these famous, worldwide famous gurnals of lights and substituting them by different posts, like with light system. These are LED lights, so it's supposed to be way cheaper and more energy friendly and eco-friendly as well. At the same time, for Benidorm town, it will allow to not spend so much money on the electricity in here. So they're changing those, and to be honest with you, we've seen a couple of them. They were looking black. So we thought that's a really strange color, right, for Benidorm. It seems to be that it was like a covering to keep them safe while they're installing them. So they're supposed to be matte white. We'll see about it, but at least as per official information, they will be white. So don't worry about it. They're not going to be as ugly as we've seen them here on the channel, because they are just being protected from the outside while the installation is being complete. So they're doing this work first. Second of all, they're putting new benches on the Levante Beach, even more benches to sit down, like these ones right here on the screen. And these type of benches will be in a lot of different parts too. And inside of them, they are like double meaning. You know, first of all, it's for people to sit down and relax. And second of all, they are gathering all the light switches and all the necessary wiring used for the new light system on the Levante Beach. So it's a double purpose, which is always great to know. And apart from these works, there will also be new changes on the Poniente side. You know that Poniente Beach had this wooden decking. I'm going to leave you once again a picture right here on the screen so that you would know exactly what I mean. These wooden decks were really dangerous lately. Last year there were a lot of accidents with people basically putting you know, some metal inside their feet or some wooden sticks inside their feet. They were getting injured basically because that wood is not treated correctly. They've put it in a correct way, but it was not prepared for all the salt, you know, for all the marine water, for all the use it will be getting. So it just deteriorated too quickly. So right now all this will be replaced, but it's probably up until summertime, up until when we will be seeing some building works going on the Poniente Beach. It's not going to be as quick as the Levante Beach side, sadly, but at least they'll do it. And eventually that place will be safe for adults and for children to go with bare feet without thinking that they will get their feet injured with something once they step on this wooden deck. And the last project will be the change of the walking alley of the Poniente Beach. The avenue will be closed for regular traffic and only residents will be able to pass, only electric vehicles, and the alternative mobility with bicycles or with electric scooters or by feet will be really much promoted in this area because they want to reach emission neutral part of the city. Benidorm is taking it really seriously right now, to be honest with you, but these are great changes that are waiting for Benidorm between a lot of others that are happening. By the way, those of you who've seen the train station update here on the channel, if not, check it out. We've had Benidorm's train station was closed for some weeks, so it was really uncomfortable to travel direction towards Altea and Altea. Right now the traffic is re-established once again, so there is no issues at all, no bus needed to take the train, so no courtesy bus between Benidorm and the next operating station. So you can freely visit Benidorm train station back again and take the train directly from there, whichever direction you are going. So this was the greatest news ever for all those of you who are planning to travel with the train, especially not direction to Alicante, because that's fine, but especially if you were planning to travel towards Calpe, Denia, Altea or Altea by train, which is the amazing option, by the way, because you'll get to explore the authentic Spanish life. You can see houses, you can see lemon and orange trees growing, almond trees, by the way, that right now already are in flower, which is just gorgeous, incredible view that you definitely need to see if you'll be coming here to Spain. And the best way to do it, obviously, if you don't have a car, is by a train that we have here from Alicante towards Denia. All this way you can make it with a lovely train. It's quite slow, yes, but it's not as expensive and it's a great way to explore. The last news that I wanted to share with you all is about this brand new building. Benidorm just doesn't stop to surprise us. And this new building put me, at least, in a huge shock. Why? Because this is going to be the first ever building in Spain like this, not only in Benidorm but in a whole entire Spain. And this building will combine two different techniques. First of them will be wind energy, and the second one will be solar panels. Basically what they will be doing is, and I'm going to leave you a picture right here on the screen so you could see how it's going to be looking like, but in short words, this building will be covered in solar panels. Can you imagine? Like one side of it, the side that gets closer to the sun, like the most of the sunshine, will be covered with solar panels. And they will have like specific generators that will be under the ground. They will keep all this energy that is not used immediately. So people who will be buying the apartments in this building will not depend from any other kind of energy company. They will have their own electricity. They will generate all the electricity by themselves. So obviously their energy bills and their heating bills will be basically towards the minimum, towards zero. This is going to be 30-floor building and around 100 apartments, more or less. So around 3 to 4 apartments per floor will be in this building. Mostly 1, 2, maximum 3 room apartments. We still don't have any kind of design for it, so we don't know how it's going to be looking on the inside. But on the outside, you could have seen it already. This is just epic. And it's going to be first ever building like this in the whole entire Spain. So obviously it's going to attract investors. Obviously a lot of people will be interested in it, and obviously a lot of people will buy their properties there, knowing that it's such a special and unique place in Benidorm town. By the way, since you know, Benidorm receives around 300 days a year full of sunshine, so it's a lot. Taking into consideration it's 365 days a year in general, 300 days of sunshine, it's a big amount of sunshine, which is why it's an ideal place for solar panels as well. And since it's quite windy in that part of Benidorm, it's a double use. It's a double way of generating energy. Let me know if you have any kind of buildings like this back in your country and if they resulted useful in this case. But I definitely feel like Benidorm is moving towards a correct direction. I would only wish more and more buildings like this would exist, and we would not depend as much on the energy companies that are charging authentic, crazy prices some of the times, depending on which kind of plan do you have. But they are charging quite a lot of money for people to simply heat up their house or use their washing or drying machine or wash the dishes, which is just crazy. So on this project, the best thing is that on this project, our University of Alicante was working on. To be honest with you, lately University of Alicante has been just the top university in terms of new investigation and discoveries. For example, not only they've helped to participate in this project and kind of create the possibility of having this type of building in Benidorm, but lately, for example, they've launched the first ever in Spain app that recognizes the sign language and allows you to communicate with the person that has a barrier of hearing, for example, or of speaking, and they communicate with the sign language without the necessity of having an interpreter with them. That's like, wow, that's so useful. So our University of Alicante, they are just incredible. They're working on such an incredible projects. They're helping to build energy efficient buildings. They're helping to design apps that are really useful for a lot of people here in Spain. We're just really proud of them, that they are making such incredible work and are helping Benidorm as well. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you who will be coming shortly to Spain? Will it be cloudy? Will it be raining? Or will it be really sunny, nice and warm? You'll be surprised. The weather right now might seem like really bad, but it's just cloudy here in Denia. In Benidorm, you can see right there where it's less cloudy, that's where Benidorm is located. So it was really sunny in there, and the weather was really warmer than it is here in Denia, which is not pleasant at all for us. But at least you know that in Benidorm it's really nice. Today in Benidorm it will be sunny, and it will be sunny almost in all entire country except a tiny bit here in Denia. And it should not be raining the whole entire week. Only 1 or 2 days of March is when we might get some rain here in the zone, but it's not going to be nothing major. And taking into consideration that it's just going to be raining maybe an hour or two a day, it's not something that you should be worried about. Temperatures today are quite all right, I would say. Here it's around 13 degrees today. In Benidorm, it's around 15 because it's sunny, the sun is shining. In front, we have the port of Denia and a lovely walk alley here near the port with some lovely beach. One of the areas of Denia. Just look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So the temperatures towards Monday, Tuesday, temperatures will change. And the most interesting thing is that they will be rising up. Not sure how this is possible, but they will be rising up until 16, 18 degrees. And afterwards, by Wednesday, they will reach 20, 22 degrees. Right now in February, which is just incredible, but totally true. The timing will be perfect timing to come on holidays if you're planning to do so during the next 2 weeks here in Valencian community. So don't let these clouds here in Denia scare you. Benidorm will still be sunny, nice and warm. Thank you for accompanying us on today's latest news update. I wish you a lovely day and we'll see each other tomorrow with a new video. Bye, dears.